would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like, and that's why.
Alright guys, Ian and Stu from Such a Close Disc Golf, and we are again lucky to be joined by 2015 World's Media Director, Maria Montano. Say hi, Maria.
Hey everyone.
There she is. Hey guys, let's watch some disc golf.
Let us.
Let us.
So we're back with part 2 of the league card from round 5. We're on to hole 10, 465, par 4. It's initially off the tee, kind of downhill, but not a ton. But once you turn the dogleg left, you're going way uphill with a tiny low ceiling. I can see the basket right there. And we're getting a little bit closer to it, and eventually we're going to get you a look back down the hill. And this is such a tough upshot, Maria.
It's a tough upshot.
Yeah. Your goal on the drive is to not screw up, and your goal on the upshot is to get close.
Don't go left on your upshot.
Yeah, you don't want to go in left early. That looks pretty solid from Ricky. That's a good spot, Maria.
Unfortunate kick, but he'll have a good look at the basket from there.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the options his game gives him.
Yeah.
Paul Macbeth, I believe that's a Thunderbird. Looking pretty good. Got around the corner.
Oh.
Same tree?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. Nico Castro.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you don't do much better than that, honestly. And there's Stu's getting a look at the basket from where Nico landed, and that is way more uphill than it looks on video. Always the case with video. Really hard to tell elevation. Will went in early, guys?
But he got a great kick out of it.
Sure did. That can be some serious trouble if you're stuck in those woods. Will's second shot taking the big hyzer line, and finish short left. Paul Macbeth just running right at the basket. Go in.
Oh.
My goodness. Finishes just a little long, but he's making that comebacker all day. Rick opting for the forehand, which is a little bit more open and has a higher ceiling, but when you skip it that close, it doesn't really matter. Nico Castro taking the narrower line and just hits the one branch he needed to miss.
You sure it wasn't an iron leaf?
It might have been.
I think it was.
That was Carmen McGee right there, our filmman for Prodigy with Fly So High. Will's birdie putt. Oh no!
Shit.
Oh my goodness! And that actually went into the woods a little bit more than you. Well, I guess you don't ever want to go in the woods. So any bit in the woods is more than you want. Nico for a birdie outside the circle.
Oh.
Tickle, tickle, no love. Nico not stoked. Will from the woods. Really tough look. Oh my god.
That's a great pass.
Super nice putt from Will. Rick just has this little drop in for a 3. Nice birdie from him. Just super textbook. And Paul, tiny comebacker for a birdie. Keeping pace with Rick. Keeping that lead. Was it 4 strokes or something like that? I believe.
I think that sounds right.
And Nico, reluctant par. Better than a bogey at least, though. And there it is, that 4-stroke lead for Paul over Ricky. Will's 4 back of that. And we're on to hole 11. This is 360-foot par 3. And one of the toughest par 3s, Maria?
One of the toughest par 3s. You got the uphill. You've got a lot of stuff left if you fade out early in your drive. That's basically you're just pitching out from at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's guarded all around the basket by these trees. It's a tough 3.
It's super hard to get up the hill with an air shot. So we're going to see... I've seen a lot of rollers. Looks like Rick has one lined up. Oh! That was parked, man.
And still moving forward.
It's pretty amazing.
That's amazing
Yeah.
that you got that to keep going forward.
Rick had some power on that roller. Paul birdied this hole the first round with a cut roller.
The same disc, I think.
I think you're right. I believe it's a PD. Either that or a T-bird. And that one turned over on him.
Hit one too many bumps along the way.
Yeah. Circled around Stu.
Yeah, solid camera work. Were you dizzy after that?
Yeah. I did another spin just for good measure.
Nice. Nico with an absolutely great roller game and throws an air shot.
That's surprising.
Yeah. I haven't seen any air shots get to the basket.
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
It's too tight of a tunnel.
Yeah. You'd have to get just some amazing skip. Will laying down a backhand roller, looking good.
Good line.
Needs to hold a little bit longer. That hill just kind of turned over
Just
fast.
eats it up.
Yeah, you really need to have
I think he actually opted for a putter, too.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is weird.
But it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Got the closest. Rick has a forehand upshot, which is good when you're Ricky Wysocki, and he just parked for a par. Nico, you could give this a run with the uphill, but just lays up for a par. Paul from right of the basket. Is he putting? There's a laying up, guys. What do you think?
He might run for it. It's a clean look through there, so there's not a whole lot in his way.
Yeah.
He was giving it the old Beth
try.
1-2.
Can we say Paul missed a putt now?
Nah.
Yeah, no.
Can you really say he missed it when it's 80 feet out?
It's a little rough.
Oh.
Yeah. Will came up just short on his birdie bid.
He had a chance to get one back on Macbeth,
He
and
did.
he's going to not sleep over that one tonight.
Yep. Nico taps in his par.
Yeah.
And that's
Exciting.
Paul dropping in his. And Will with his drop in. And Rick. And we go from a really difficult par 3 to, I think, the hardest par 4 on the course. Hole 12. 573, par 4. Big dog leg left. Once you turn the dog leg, you're thrown through jail for a long ways. What, par 4.5, Maria?
Par 4.5. I mean, it's tough. You got to have your drive placed in the right spot at the entrance to the woods just to have a hope to see the basket.
Yeah. And even then, you're going to be lucky to get there.
Yeah, because that fairway just slopes left to right the whole way. So if you accidentally turn something over or kick a tree, you're going to go a long way down.
Yeah. And once you're in the woods, you're not even that close. You're,
No.
what, like 250, 300 out,
Yeah,
probably?
still a long ways to go to the basket.
Yeah. So there's the basket, and this is looking back towards the dog leg from the basket. Again, look at that jail, guys. Just ridiculous. Ricky Wysocki. Look at this shot.
Saki bomb.
Just seriously, right?
Ridiculous.
Crushed it up there. And got around the corner
He's deep. He's deep in the road. I've never seen anyone get that deep into there
with that shot.
with that shot.
Crazy, crazy. Paul throwing a Thunderbird.
Oh, hit flat.
Clips a tree, but
Fights through.
world champ fought through. And right in the middle of the fairway.
It's a great spot to be.
As fair as the fairway gets, I guess. Basket's over there somewhere. And Nico. Also taking the Rick line of Big Heiser. He cut it a little tighter and finished shorter left, which is...
It's jail.
It's jail. Yeah. Gonna be a really tough out shot from there. Will taking the lower skip shot.
Monster skip.
What was it, 80-foot skip or Stu?
Yeah, it was real far, but I mean,
It worked.
caught up to Paul's disc, so
Yeah.
it's a pretty legit shot.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nico opted for a forehand of some kind. A roller. Ooh,
Do you want
turns,
for the gallery?
yeah. Turn it over a little early. Will with a second shot and somehow manages to go long on his second shot, which is...
Got another skip at the end.
Yeah, he didn't want that one, though. He's got about a 35-foot comebacker for a birdie. McBeast has a McPro Rock 3 in his hands. Throwing an Annie at it, and that's just tracking beautifully. Wow.
Yep, using the swift green to his advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did, right? Just
Yeah.
slid it right in. Rick throwing a forehand.
With a harp.
Oh, okay.
I tried to look at the discs. And
Nice, yeah.
Ones that weren't washed off.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
made note of.
That was a great upshot from Rick. Easier said than done. This is Nico for birdie. Pretty far out, though. Gave it a half go. Gonna have a longer par putt than he wanted, though. Will for a birdie about 35-40 out. Somehow managed to go long. Yeah. Gonna have a par putt coming back. This is Nico to save his par. Just about circle's edge.
Safely short.
Yes. At least he didn't roll down the hill. He's got that going for him, which is nice. Paul, that's another birdie. And Rick, he's making this one, right? There it is.
So
Probably two of the best putters in the game right there, honestly. Ricky and Paul.
Easily.
Yeah.
somehow Rick's had the box for like 4 holes in a row.
Yeah.
It's impressive with the round Paul's got going.
Yeah. Two stories, too. Yep. Paul and Rick carding birdies. Nico with the bogey, Will with the par. And we're on to hole 13, 300 feet. It's a shorty, but there's a lot of trees, guys.
It's tough, but there's a fairway.
There's a fairway, yeah.
There's a fairway.
Yeah, it's just really tight, and with these trees, you're going to get a kick if you hit them.
I bet you if the whole tournament was this hole over and over, that MJ would just win by like 80
He
straight.
would, he would crush. I bet
ace it
half
5
of
or
his
6
shots would
times.
be aces, yeah. Rick throwing the forehand, which fades away from the hill and gets an unfortunate skip pretty far right. Paul opted for a backhand, which I think is probably the better shot, honestly. Looks like a McPro Rock 3.
And he just sits on the hill a lot better. The forehand, you're going to get that big skip with the fast dirt.
And that's McParked.
Crowd loves it.
They do. They approve. Shoestrick. Throwing a little hyzer flip. Getting a nice reverse skip.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Straight up parked. And Nico looking to match Paul and Will. Go in.
Right at it.
Oh,
Ooh.
just short.
Right? A little more goose on that
Nice.
one. Yeah. And as I was walking up the fairway, Paul goes, "That's the first time I played that hole and nobody hit a tree." Which is
I don't think I've had a tournament there where nobody didn't hit a tree in my card.
pretty remarkable. Oh, Rick! Coming up just short on that birdie putt. God, want it, Stu.
You jinxed him with
He did.
having the box for so long.
Right? Yeah. Paul wanted it back. He's like, you've had it. You've had it for long enough.
You've had fun, Ricky.
Let's
Yeah.
quit playing.
Yeah. Nico, bird, Rick with a par, and Will with just an absolute drop in. A really nice drive right there. So Rick losing a stroke to the card, and Paul's lead is up to 5. It's just crazy, man. We're on to hole 14, 453 par 4. And this is a really tough par 4. You got to throw around those trees in the middle of the fairway, and then you're throwing through jail on your second shot to a pretty tough pin placement.
Very tough pin placement to the right. You're tucked in there.
Mm-hmm. Gonna see some forehands or rollers on second shots, depending on where you land.
Pure lines, really.
Yeah, they're not totally true. See, there's the basket right there. Paul has the box. I believe he's throwing a PD. Oh. Yeah. I think he hit the exact same tree round 1.
At least he's consistent. Right?
Yep. Will with, I'm going to call this the perfect air shot, Maria.
That's the shot. That's what, if you're throwing it in the air, that's what you want to do every time.
Yep, you want to finish left. Try to get out of jail. Nico said he almost hit a jump putt, said round 1.
Jeez.
Off his drive, which is just crazy.
With the roller.
With the roller. So I'm going to do that again. And it worked out pretty well. Rick saw Nico's shot, said, I'm going to try that.
Looks like it stood up a little fast.
It did, but kind of kicked out of the woods
Yeah,
pretty
it did.
nicely. So this is Paul's second shot. He's still about 350 out. Throws a backhand roller with a McPro Rock 3. And what the heck?
How?
I don't even. He threw the same shot round 1. It didn't go that well, though.
Wow.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Rick throwing a forehand from the woods and somehow found a line.
There's some great forehand lines today. That's usually how I take my attention
Okay,
there. It's a
gotcha.
good shape.
Yeah, he hit it. Will, there you go. Your forehand up, Maria. And that should be a birdie for Will. That's a nice upshot.
Yeah, that was.
And look at this drive from Nico. I haven't seen
Wow.
anything
That's an amazing drive.
farther
Amazing
than that. Yeah, just a perfect angle on that roller.
This is what the hole that Simon said did one of the 2 little par 4s.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I guess
With a
that's
backhand roller, though, right?
backhand cut to like turnover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some world champ basket love.
Yeah, Paul McBeth doesn't miss putts. Rick, to keep pace with Paul, that does so nicely right there. And Will went past the basket, actually, on his upshot. Just has a tiny little comeback for a 3. Keeping pace with everybody else. And Nico must be pretty close, because Will was close. And there he is. Star framing it, guys.
That's well played. That's one of the toughest holes on the course.
I was going to say, that may be
Yeah.
one of the only star frames of the tourney on that one.
And Paul had a remarkable save.
Yeah, that was an
That's-
unbelievable second
yeah.
shot. Absolutely.
Second time he's done that.
Yeah.
Second par save after smashing a
Oh,
tree.
yeah. On hole 2. He had a unbelievable par save.
Or well, those are both birdies, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, birdie saves, yeah. Hole 15 is 852, par 4, signature hole out at Moraine State Park. This is at the bottom of the hill, looking at the basket, and then we're going to give you a look from the basket, looking back up the hill. Off the tee, you're just going to throw a hyzer placement shot, and then from there, you're going to throw a hyzer at the basket. Paul throwing a Star Destroyer on his ridiculously huge hyzer line.
I could watch Paul McBeth throw hyzers all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
Prettiest shot, man. Love it. Will, no slouch in the hyzer game. Just out, or just crushes it up there.
Every hole of disc golf should be like this hole.
Yeah.
It's so pretty to just watch.
Yeah, love watching this fly on this one.
Yeah.
Nico, pretty good looking pull. Might finish a little left, but it should be. He's gonna have a look.
Yeah, up there you have a good look. I like the finish up there. It gives you a good look at the basket.
Mm-hmm.
Rick.
A little more aggressive line here, Stu.
I'm thinking he either wants to make up some ground or just held it low on accident.
Yeah, and this is when rollaways are good, people. The only time you want to roll away in disc golf
That's a great roll
is
down
when
the
it's
hill.
rolling 200 feet
Oh
down the
my
hill
God.
towards the basket. No way.
He's gonna have a clean look at the basket
Yeah.
from the bottom of that hill.
That's gonna be the easiest birdie Amy's ever
Yeah,
had in this
that
one.
is amazing.
That's like a 600-foot drive.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's gonna be very happy with that.
Yes, he is.
What a great looking gallery.
Yeah, really awesome. Nico playing the hyzer around the tree, and
That is darn good.
that was, yeah. That was a really nice shot.
No wind on the hole today, or very
Yeah,
little.
yeah, you're totally right. It was really calm out
You
there.
used to get a lot of wind off the lake that makes that hyzer shot off the top a lot more risky.
I gotta think playing in the morning might help with that a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. Paul's shot was actually better than it looked. Yeah, it was closer. You'll see it. And Will, playing the same hyzer shot. Finished quite a bit short.
A little short.
Yeah, he's got about 40, 45 left to do. And this is where Ricky's drive is.
Wow.
Just ridiculous. Wow. Actually goes a little bit long on his forehand. Probably not used to being that close,
No.
right? He's like, what do I do from here?
I'm sure he's practiced that hole so many times that he never thought he would be throwing two from there.
Yeah. Will for birdie.
Oh, big putt.
What a pretty
That
putt.
That was pretty.
Just drops it right in. And Paul to keep pace with Will and probably Ricky. Bang, bang. All
Let's
day.
be honest. Everyone's trying to keep pace with Paul.
Yeah. Well put, Stu.
I can't imagine the pressure of stepping up to the box thinking, I've got to birdie every hole.
Yeah.
Just to keep pace.
Just to keep pace. I'm not going to get any ground. Oh, Nico, buddy!
Oh.
Oh.
The closest on the second shot, and the only one not to birdie.
Oh, man, that hurts, dude.
Yep.
Ooh.
What did they always say?
You got to want it, buddy.
Gotta want
You got to want it.
I want it.
Up next, guys, is hole 16, 645-foot par 5. A really tough par 5 for being only 645 feet. It's really uphill off the tee, and then it increases once you're off the grass. And once you get up to the top of the hill, you're dealing with a bunch of trees.
Yeah, it's tough. These guys are probably looking to get it in the middle of the hill, maybe up to the top if they can scooch it on up there.
Yeah.
Give yourself a look.
I didn't even see. We watched like three cards, and I haven't seen anyone pin high
No.
on their second.
Yeah. Let's see what these guys can do, Stu. Paul Macbeth. Throwing an Annie, and
Turned it a bit too
Not
much.
a terrible.
but that was a nice kick out
That
the
was a good
fairway.
kick,
That,
yeah.
that could have been in some rough. Will throwing that crazy low roller again, but caught a tree before it landed and finished left.
You don't want to be too left there.
No.
It's a tough look up the hill.
It really is. Rick also throwing a backhand roller. Oh, that was looking good until it hit that tree, but still not the
Not
worst
too bad.
kick.
You're up on the hill. You gotta look up it.
Yeah, he's halfway up.
That's the second side tree hit with a roller.
Yeah, right?
It's weird.
Yeah. Nico also opting for the back.
Oh, whoa!
Almost caught the emerging sports guy and got up the hill with that roller.
That's
Maria.
amazing. I don't think I've seen somebody drive the hill before.
Yeah, that's the best drive I've ever seen on that one. Paul looking to get some work. Throwing that T-bird, I believe. And gets it up the hill.
That's a good ways up there. That'll work.
Yeah. Stay clean. Rick throwing a forehand roller.
I think I believe it's a felon too, so he's looking to just like hang in there, not turn over.
Gotcha. This is Rick's roller right here.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Ooh, that was gonna keep going too. See,
Probably okay to stop.
oh yeah, no, you're right. There's a cliff over there.
Yeah.
You go too far.
Yeah.
Nico's second shot. Wow.
Skipping, bouncing.
Go. Go.
Oh, it's probably a little too far.
That almost jumped in the bucket.
Wow.
Jumped right past the basket.
Cover a double eagle. That would have been amazing. Paul's third shot, he plays this skip hyzer.
Wow.
He didn't want quite that big of a skip. It rolled down. There's a little gully that the basket's in. It rolled down a little bit, but it's still within Paul Macbeth range.
Yeah, lots of discs seem to filter to that.
Yeah,
Spot.
just like Will's. That was his third shot. I missed his second shot. This is Ricky for eagle.
Just laying up.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
It is. It's a really dangerous run right there.
Yeah.
And Nico went long. This is a comebacker eagle putt, Maria.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and he hits it. That's a big putt. That's a tough putt. That is a lot steeper than it looks on film.
Absolutely. Look at the gallery.
Wow, look at that gallery.
Got a Nico fan.
Oh, adorable.
How cool is that?
That's
man?
awesome.
I love seeing that. That made me smile huge.
One of the coolest things was folks asking for my autograph out on the course.
That's
pretty cool.
That's too cool. Oh, Will. Paul for bird. Makes that no worries.
So you have to eagle to get a stroke. On
To get,
Eagle to get a
or to
stroke
get the
on ball.
box. Yeah.
Or
Will does not look happy.
No, he's having a not stoked around here. So Paul's lead, 5 still over Rick, and we're at a hole 17, 3-12. This is a pretty good dogleg right, low ceiling. Gonna see a lot of forehand shots.
A lot of forehand shots. It's a great line through there.
Mm-hmm.
And it works really well because you're kicking it away from that sort of downhill slope back up to the basket.
Yeah. So this is looking kind of from the dogleg at the basket, and it is actually kind of in jail, so you need a little bit of luck to get super close. Yeah. This is looking back towards the tee from the basket. Nico throwing a forehand, so you know it's a forehand hole, and he takes this inside anti-flex line.
That's crazy. That's such a tight line through there.
It is, but I think that's where you need to throw it if you want to get really close.
That's true.
And he got pretty close. Paul Macbeth is actually throwing a backhand Annie.
I think he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Got there.
Still
Kind of a putt.
40 out,
Yeah,
45 out.
Yeah.
Some quick-footed spectators.
It was. Rick throws the forehand and gets,
That's
wow, really close.
that was good as it can get.
Yeah, honestly. Will with a backhand roller. Hadn't seen that one yet, but I like it.
It's a great
Finish
shot.
out right
Should be very cool. Paul from about 45 to keep this birdie train going. Yeah.
Of course it went in. It's Paul Macbeth.
God, man.
That was about the loudest I think we heard the crowd all day.
Yeah, that was a huge putt, man. Honestly, really nice. Oh, Rick,
Ricky.
buddy. He makes those all day.
Yeah. That left side of the basket and those chain stars aren't going to give that to you.
There you go. Nice birdie from Willow. And Nico with a great drive. Oh. Bach. Oh, there he goes. He goes in.
Eagle birdie, great way to go.
Yeah, right?
Still only got one stroke on Paul.
Oh, man. Playing with Paul Macbeth problems. And Paul's lead is up to 6 now. And we're on a hole 18, 465, par 4. Off your tee shot, you got to deal with a creek, which is OB, which we'll show you right there. And if you finish short right of the creek, or in the creek, kind of goes right, which is also OB.
Yep.
And there's another look at the creek. And then as you advance down the fairway, there's another OB ditch just short left of the basket.
And OB right of the basket as well.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Nico, you just lay it up, Maria.
That's a smart move. I like to take that move. You lay up, really go for it on your second shot. You've got a good look at it from
Gotcha.
up there. It's
Gotcha.
easy to get up there from there.
He wasn't super stoked with that. He wanted it a little farther right.
Yeah.
Paul, he's going for this just because he can. He throws his Star Destroyer and flips it over a little too much, but still cleared all the OBs.
He's safe from over there.
Yeah. And Will Shoestrick. Paul said he does have a PD2 in his bag, but he said it's pretty much just a Destroyer. And I'm quoting him right there. Will finishes a little bit left. And Rick lining up his tee shot.
Oh,
man.
that came out super early.
He got double tapped
That
right
might-
there.
Yeah, that's a trouble place to be.
Yeah, so this is Rick's second shot. Oh, man.
Another tree.
That one will be.
That one will be.
Yeah, he's in the creek. So that's Rick's
Third?
fourth then, yeah, and that also went OB.
Oh, he finished OB left.
In that little ditch, yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's tough, man. Nico throwing a little forehand anti-flex. It's fading early, though.
Ooh, that might be in that OB left, OB right.
Fortunately safe.
Safe.
Yeah, barely, but safe. This is Will's second shot, and it's OB.
Oh, Will.
Oh, man.
Just collector over there.
It really is. It just matriculates right in there. Paul throwing a forehand just with a seeing eye disc. I don't know how they didn't hit a tree.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, it actually went long. And I missed his comeback. He just laid up for a par. Will.
At least it stayed up.
Yeah,
There's
it did.
nothing worse than going OB, hitting the basket, and rolling back OB.
Very true. This is going to be Nico for birdie, I believe. At least he's going to save a par. It's Rick dropping in his 6. Yeah, that's a tougher finish for him. Yeah, losing 2 more strokes to Paul. Nico save his par. Will, that's going to be a 5, I believe. And Paul drop in 4.
But despite all that, though, I think the lead card remains the same, right?
It does, yeah. Assuming it's the same 4 guys tomorrow. Paul shot 15 down on that round and set a course record again.
15 down, 2 days in a row
2 days.
at 2 of the hardest courses in Pittsburgh.
And 2 course records.
Wow.
Yeah. He made up, like...
And he had some strokes to spare.
Yeah.
We've decided.
Yeah. 18. He could have easily birdied that.
Yeah. Missed a couple there. And here we caught up with Paul.
All right, guys, Ian from Central Coast catching up with Paul and Beth after his round at Moraine. Another course record, Paul?
Yeah, another 51.
Another 15 down.
Yep.
Pretty ridiculous. You feeling pretty confident going in tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna go rest one more day. That's all I've been telling myself.
How's that back feeling, man?
Dude, it's not the back anymore.
No?
No, it's the ribs, but
That's a whole nother thing.
yeah, it's a whole nother thing.
Right on, dude. Well, oh, dude, you have a bag with you?
It's over there. What do you need?
Tell the kids what you're throwing, man.
What I'm throwing. All right, I have 5 destroyers, 1 PD2, Sea Lion PD, 2 Thunderbirds, 2 T-Birds, 2 Firebirds, 9 Rock 3s, 2 Champion, 7 McPro, and then 2 McPro AVRs, a Nova, and a SP2.
Cool. Well, dude, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no
Good
problem.
luck tomorrow. Thanks,
Thank you.
sponsors.
Oh yeah, Innova Champion Disc, Grip Bags, Tomahawk Shades, and of course Central Coast for being here again.
Thanks again, Paul, man. Catch you around. See you tomorrow, man.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We got tomorrow. We got the finals, and then the final 9 after that. Or is it semifinals and the final 9?
Semifinals and then the final 9.
So we got 18 more at Moraine, sorry, and then 9 at Slippery Rock.
That's right.
Cool. That's going to be an exciting finish.
It's going to be a big finish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really excited to watch it. We'll get it to you guys as soon as we can. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. I'm still figuring it out. But we'll get you guys something. And thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you around.